AITA for demanding the same Christmas present my stepbrother got? I sound like a real idiot, but I've completely lost my mind over this. I'm 17 and my stepbrother is 17. We both have our driving license. I just found out 5 days ago that my dad and stepmom bought a used car for my stepbrother. They got me a $600 gift card to Best Buy. I know $600 is a lot of money, but what? Am I crazy, or is it super unfair? It's literally the straw that broke the goddamn camel's back. I'm actually so annoyed that I've moved to my mom's house full time. My dad seems to be genuinely sorry and told me he's looking for a car now, but that it'll take a while. I messaged him back saying that I'll decide if I want to see him after he decides to be fair for once. I've ignored all other calls and messages from him since. My stepbrother messaged me saying that I need to chill out and that he'll let me use his car. He also said that I need to stop complaining and ruining everyone's Christmas. I told him to get in his Civic and get lost. AITA? Reddit comments and update. NTA. It takes a serious miscalculation by both adults to think that kind of uneven gift giving is okay. I think after you cool off you should sit down with your dad and explain how hurt you were by the disparity. Agreed. Try not to hold this against your stepbrother because he was gifted the car, it wasn't his doing. If you understand what I'm trying to say, express to your dad how this differences in gifts hurt you and try to move forward from it. I'm sure they didn't try to intentionally hurt you. Also try find out other stuff like if a car was already on their to-do list, etc. Sorry buddy, I hope you still have a good Christmas. It blows my mind how any parent can think that's okay. I'm a twin, and my parents quickly found out you have to keep gifts far between kids, or all you get is problems. Stands true to this day, we always get the same amount of Christmas gifts. NTA. That was a bad move by your dad and stepmom. Unless all the money for the car came from stepmom, or stepmom and stepbro's dad, that is just way out of line. You are right to put your foot down on this. Your dad treated you like a second-class child. Good on you for standing up for yourself. As for ruining everyone's Christmas, why is it expected for you to be quiet while your Christmas is ruined? I agree, even if the stepmother is paying for the car, you don't play favorites. Been seeing a lot of crazy step-parent behavior lately. Personal, I'd upgrade this from crazy to Disney-level stepmom evil. Edit. I'm talking about the article posted above my comment. Maybe her ex-husband actually fronted most of the money for the car, and she told Opstad to explain the situation to him. Or she might have purchased the car and told Opstad to get him something equivalent and he just didn't. There's a few variables that don't necessarily mean the stepmom is an evil villain. The BO dad isn't in the picture. He has no contact and stepmom only works part-time within constant hours that result in her being home a lot, so it's unlikely that Opstad wasn't involved in some way. Without any further context such as whether your stepbrother did something more to earn the car or you did something to not deserve it, I'd have to go with NTA here. Reading through this forum you see how often siblings are treated differently, and I was treated rather poorly growing up as well. It's a shame, but some parents truly don't understand or care how they come across to their children. If your father and stepmother are going to favor your stepbrother, I think you made the right call by moving out. I noticed you wrote that this is a straw that broke the goddamn camel's back, so I'm guessing this isn't a fluke, but instead something that has occurred often. Go where you're treated like a valued member of the family. Like I can't even think of anything that would mean he gets such a bigger gift than me. I actually get better grades and have job. I never get in trouble, but my stepbrother doesn't either. It's just crap. Before it was small things that I ignored because yes, my stepbrother only has my dad and his mom. But the car just made me lose it. I don't even want the pity car my dad wants to buy now. Screw that. AITA, you're being super petty and got $600. Screw personally, I'd rather take that. I know your situation is different and they got a brother a car, so you want one, but you can't gauge what you get based off of what other people get. Ask them for a car next year. You're barely 17, you'll live. I'd be upset, but moving out of your dad's, ignoring him, being an idiot to your sibling, because he got something and you didn't. Beyond petty. Sure they miscalculated, but you don't have to act up and throw a tantrum cause they didn't get you an entire car plus the fact that your dad's working on it. I'd say go apologize to him and your brother. Accept your gift. It's $600. Last time I got socks and my brother got an Xbox One for the second time that year. You know what I said? Thank you. Update. Here's the update some of you have been asking for. I decided I needed a break from my dad and his family, so I spent the holidays exclusively at my mom's house. I will most likely not be continuing the week on and off arrangement at my dad's house this year. The reason I initially got from my dad is that apparently I'm better at getting rides, while my stepbrother keeps bugging them for rides. And also because my stepbrother is there full time, and I'm only there every other week. I think that's totally crap. He knows how difficult it has been to get to my part-time job. My stepbrother doesn't even have a job, like damn. And now the custody BS is my problem? I don't think so. I took the gift card and told my dad not to bother with getting me a car. I'm currently borrowing my grandmom's 2002 Corolla and I love it. And all I have to do in exchange is drive my grandmom around whenever she wants. It's awesome. We have a blast going around town. There were a lot of different judgments on my initial post, but at least I know I'm not completely crazy. People might think I'm being an entitled brat and that's fair. But I was legit so grateful for the gift card. I was freaking out. But I felt so stupid when I found out what my stepbrother got. It's not that I needed a car. I just wanted to be treated equally. This is the first time ever I've been actually resentful about having my stepbrother in my life. Which I don't want to feel, but it's the truth. They cold bought 2 cars for what they spent on my stepbrother's car. I don't hate my dad. But I realized that I can't really expect him to do right by me without me complaining about it. He's been sending money to my mother now, since I'm here full time. Some of that money is used to pay for my insurance. He does text me a few times a week and I reply, but I don't really have long conversations with him. I know he's sorry and he wants me around, but I just need some space from him. It kinda sucks realizing that a parent might not love you as much as you thought they did, but I'm sure our relationship will improve in time. I'm on track for college this year and I want to focus on school and put all this behind me. I'll be one of the few people from our family going to college, so everyone is pretty excited. So all in all, I think the outcome is pretty positive. Thanks guys. Reddit comments. Your father's reasoning is crap. The only reason I'm commenting is to say that I absolutely love that you are driving your grandmother around in exchange for her car. If I could do this with my grandmother again, I would in a heartbeat. Love every minute with her. NTA, and I'm glad this has worked out positively for you and you're able to spend time with your grandmother. To everyone saying no one has to gift him a car, that's true. But parents should do their best to treat children equally. If they can't afford to give both of the boys cars, neither should get one. That's what's fair. Neither boy is entitled to a car. It's a luxury, but it's a luxury you should only give if you can do it for both kids. I can still remember the Christmas I got Adidas runners and my brother got a new dirt bike. I'm sorry, but no one who hasn't experienced this sort of thing can really, truly, understand the overwhelming feeling of being lesser than, not wanted, not as loved, etc. It's really easy to say gifts aren't the only way to express love, and you're not entitled to a car, when you really don't get the feeling. It's not about feeling entitled to a car, it's about wondering why the other sibling is worth a car and you're not. If your dad is to be believed, he operated on a squeaky wheel gets the grease philosophy without thinking how it looks and feels when he gifts one sibling something worth many times what the other one gets. The car solved the most visible problem, and he didn't sufficiently address the new one it created. Many people have such a blind spot. But while you can't assume his actions are indicative of an emotional inequity, it's definitely your right to be hurt and react to what happened, rather than instantly forgiving him. I hope you reach a point where you can accept your dad's attempts to apologize and are comfortable enough to allow the relationship to be repaired. Good luck. And congrats about the college.